Let's go. It's your back, it dey keep passing. It dey bring out the best thing. I dey feel your recipe. Make you give me that recipe. Fine, fine. Yeah, you fine. You so divine. I dey feel you die.
What's up, people? We got a new episode of Awesome Entertainment. It's your boy Joel Awesome. All right, oh my damn water. Hold on. All right, we talking about House of Dragons, episode 4, season 3. You know what I'm saying? If y'all know, y'all been watching the videos, I hope. If you ain't watched it, spoiler alert. I'ma spoil it. I'm trying to keep this mug being so. Anyway, I'ma spoil it, but this season has been fire, man. This season has been straight fuego. Episode 1 and 2 were obviously the best too, because there's a lot of action. But see, episode 3 was good. I love the drama. I love how they made it relatable, even though it's some shit you ain't never lived. And this episode, man, it was a little bit slower. That's all I thought. See, episode 3 was going to be a little bit slower, but this one was still good. Still good. A lot of, good memes are coming out if you've seen the memes. But Homegirl finally, spoiler alert. Spoiler alert, you ain't seen it, save. Come back, because I'm getting into it. All right. So Homegirl get found by Daemon. His Daemon dragon stopped listening to him, like, homie, you got to see this. Pull up on her. I don't understand what's going on here, man. What she did was fucked up. All right. You left you got Jace. She didn't get Jace killed. All right. She's riding the wild dragon. Yes, she shouldn't have took the wild dragon to the fight. The dragon has no training. Yeah, he fucked everything up, got Jace killed. That's cool, but Jace still got himself killed, dog. You didn't listen to the queen. You got yourself killed. And my brother brought up the good point that, if the queen would have went out there, she would have got killed, and he would have been next in line, and nobody wants to fucking follow Jace. So that does make sense, but still, you can't blame her for your dumb ass decision. You should have just followed orders. You still be alive. You'd be the king right now. So, yeah, she don't want to show her face, and Daemon find her and like, okay, look, we can come up with some lies, we come up with some scheme. I'm like, bro, Rhaenyra would really kill her? She ain't did that shit yet. Like, the only person she has killed of significance was Otto to get the throne, and Aegon's son, who she didn't mean to. Daemon did that. She didn't even mean to get him killed. Right? So, when they went to stab him up and kill the rat catchers and stuff. So I'm like, is it really her fault? Like, is it? I was trying to help out. I fucked up. Jay shouldn't have been out there any damn way. If you go back to my stepmom auntie and tell her, hey, it was a mistake. Either way, we got a drag. Like, we up one. Like, I feel like there's a benefit in this. You could help train that dragon. Okay, him and Caraxes was beefing. Sheep Stealer and Caraxes was beefing, but they was like, we drag. They didn't fight each other. They was like, we listening to the master. So I don't know. I felt like that didn't work out how it was supposed to, because Daemon should be able to go back and be like, come on, man, it's my daughter. First off, it's your stepdaughter. She got a dragon. She our blood. She didn't directly kill him. She actually attacked her sister, and Jace was helping out, which Jace and the sister weren't supposed to be there. I feel like Rhaenyra would have let it slide. Exile would have been fine, but y'all up a dragon. I don't know, man. I don't know. My issue with her is that she left them princes that she was supposed to be watching. You're supposed to be watching these little heirs to the throne. And you like, nah, fuck all that. I gotta give me a dragon. Like, you got a job to do. I get that. If I want to, Aemon did the same thing. So that's why I say anybody who want a dragon, gonna go get that dragon. Like, they ain't gonna waste no time. But yeah, she fucked up. But like, I really felt like she should have been able to go home. Maybe got some whippings or some lashings or something. But yeah, like, you ain't gonna kill her, right? Jay set himself up. Like, that's just me. Rhaenyra's still killing it. She's, we know she's gonna win an award or something for this, but she's still making some bad decisions. And let's talk about Ulf. You know what I mean? Ulf is Oprah is the classic hood nigga that came up. He came back to the hood with his dragon, like, yo, guys, I came, had the nice clothes on, drinks on me. The funny thing about him is he went to ask her for all these favors for everybody else. I'm like, bro, why? He's trying to pardon his friends' crimes and get them free drinks, and he said tax-free for, he tried to slide tax-free for life in there. I said, Oprah's a damn fool. But Rhaenyra's tripping, bro. Talking about you can't go to the tavern. What if you get stabbed? Bro, put some guards on him, nigga. He could be your voice in the streets if you give him some. Hey, look, we know you a bastard. Everybody's bastards. You know what I mean? But we bastards with dragons, shit. You know what I mean? Look, make him the voice in the streets. You get to roam around and be like, what's her face? From Game of Thrones, Queen Marjorie. You can let Oath be that guy. Because Oath got a little bit more street cred. You know what I mean? He a little bit more down to earth. He wasn't born rich like y'all. You know what I'm saying? So he know how to operate. He know how to talk to people. You ain't pushing the right buttons with the players you got, Rhaenyra. You're not playing your cards right. You know what I'm saying? And you know how Corlys went. Corlys don't give a fuck, do he? This nigga don't give a fuck. She's like, yo, the queen looking for you. Yeah, tell her come find me on the seat. You know what I'm saying? I'll send my bastard son that she didn't want to legitimize. You can handle my business. I got shit to do. This dude is crazy. Like, I don't know how to. I don't think he'll make it to the end of the year, but he do got the cool son, so that's cool. They gonna do their thing. But I thought that was funny. I do like that the ball homie coming up. Damn. Oh, Alan. I can't. Alan the Hall. I like that he coming up. And he doing his thing. He might be a better hand than Corlys. He done solved the rat issue. One sentence. You know what I mean? We got cats. You get rats. We got cats. What you talking about? She like, why I think of that? So, you know, cats, we can get some dogs up in here. We're going to handle business, you know? But yeah. I like, okay. So we're going to go back. And this is one of the things I want to see. The thing I like about this season or these seasons of House of Dragon is everywhere, right? There's so many characters and stories that you're following. Even in Game of Thrones, it was like that, but they would have episodes where it's like bottle episode, like everything like they do. And they even did that on Walking Dead. Like, oh, this whole episode is about this one character or this one area, right? This whole episode is going to be in Harrenhal. This next episode is going to be in King's Landing, and then we'll have an episode where we put it all together. They haven't done that yet. I'm actually looking forward to it because there's some interesting characters that I would like a full episode to deep dive into so I can learn more because I didn't read the book, so I'm just going off the show. But Daeron Valerian, or no, I'm wrong. Daeron Targaryen, aka Daeron Hightower, because he's a Hightower, really. They just he's just Valerian Targaryen by name. But Daeron and Ormond Hightower, that was an interesting dynamic. We haven't had a whole lot of time with Ormond. I didn't even know who the fuck Daeron looked like. You know, we had the imposter Daeron last episode, so didn't even know. I mean, you kind of knew who he was when you seen him. Like, that's Alicent's. You look like Alicent. That's Alicent's son. And the kid who did it, he held it down. He's like in the middle of he's not quite Tormund, but he's not quite Jon Snow. He's a noble kid, but he's not all pussy, but he got a little bit of pussy in him. He got a healthy amount of pussy. You know what I mean? Like a healthy amount of humane. We call it humane. We don't call him pussy. He's a human. He's humane. He don't want to kill people like that. He don't want to betray his brothers. And you know what I'm saying? He a good dude. That's all. He a good dude. But you know, you can't be a good dude in this world. Like, it's just you don't make it. So I'm like, oh, this nigga gonna die. I'm looking at him. He gonna. You knew Jason's gonna die. You knew Lucerys is gonna die. And Daeron, like, bro, you too nice for this world, dog. We love you. You know, but it ain't gonna work out. But the fact that Ormond's army pledged allegiance to Rhaenyra, and then he just don't respond to none of her messages. Like, oh, y'all pledged, y'all some pussy. Anyway, I'm keep pushing, and he don't respond to none of her messages, and he's just plotting his takeover. It's hilarious to me. Allison's like, bro, I don't know what he's doing. Like, what's he doing? I don't know. He acting a fool. But yeah, man, that's interesting. Like, I think they could do a whole episode there, and that would like really develop those characters. But either way, they're doing a good job, man. That was interesting, man. Orman ain't gonna make it though. Orman ain't gonna make it. Now let's talk about that boy, the boy, Aegon. You know what I'm saying? The king. You know what I mean? Aegon, man, this dude is an idiot, man. What a fucking dumbass. Bro, how are you gonna come up in there and talk about, do you know who I am? He didn't even say, do you know who I am? He was like, what did he say? Y'all ain't got no food? That poor crack. Y'all ain't got no food. What kind of establishment you running? I have your tongue. I was like, bro, you have no army. You see the Dave Chappelle kid, what would I do if I ain't had no army? I shut the fuck up. You know, shut the fuck up. If you ain't got no army, shut up, bro. Why are you sitting there talking to some dude who bigger than you? He got a knife. Nobody knows who the fuck you are. Bro, now you kissing boots off shitty toes. It don't make no sense, dog. I was like, Aegon, my dude. I like Aegon because he is reckless and just kind of idiotic, but I like the character, but I can't defend him. I can't defend him. He a funny guy, but man, I was dying for his dragon to get up. I was dying for his dragon to get up. And now, this is a spoiler if you don't know. I don't think his dragon is dead now. I ain't no expert. Like I said, I ain't read the book. Spoiler alert, though. That dragon ain't dead. But I was hoping it came up right then. His dragon must be hibernating, sleeping. You could tell. I like that they're giving you the signs and the details. His dragon is laying there, not moving, dormant, not responding. People can walk up and smack it in the face and they ain't even gonna do shit. Meleys is on top, rotting. I like that she's rotting. I like that when the dragons die, that they smoking, like they kind of like burn out. That's kind of cool. But she's rotting. Like he's not. We know he's still alive. He's just hibernating, unconscious, coma or something. But that dragon coming back. That dragon coming back. We know why it's coming back. If you've seen Game of Thrones, he does something to somebody. But man, this episode, who else was in it? Daemon. Why he lie? Why you lie about homegirl and then why you kill that man? My thing was, okay, look, I'm not gonna take Rhaenyra back. We're not gonna fuck with sheep stealing. Just go home and act like nothing happened. You go over there and lie like, oh, it's the problem solved. The way he put the head on the table had me rolling. That was so funny, bro. So funny. It was funny. This is the difference between, like, I don't want to poke at a lot of shows. A lot of the comedy, we'll call it Marvel humor, the James Gunn, DC humor. Like, the reason why those aren't funny is because some of the shit that they're talking about has nothing to do with the world that we're living in. You know what I mean? My best example, the first thing I always think of is when I was watching Thor: Love and Thunder and homegirl pull out the Bluetooth radio. Why is that that's not funny. That's not funny to anybody. It has nothing to do with what we're doing. You coming in and putting the head down on the table like, yo, look what I did. That has something to do with what we're doing. So we're like, oh shit, well, homie grabbed his drink. He grabbed his drink like, oh, back to what you mean putting this dead? Everybody looking like, we don't even know who this is. Like, what are you talking about? He's like, problem solved? Cool. What's up? What's next? Everybody like, clear the room. Clear the room. Damon, who the fuck is that? That's what I was saying the whole time. Who is that? I was like, oh, that's the sheep dude. He done killed an innocent shepherd, put his head on the thing and act like it was nothing. Man, that dude Daemon is a fucking fool, man. He's hilarious though. Yeah, that was actually funny because it's within the context of the story. It's a funny thing at the situation that we're in. One of the funny, I'm not gonna tear up Marvel, because one of my favorite parts of Thor Ragnarok, which was actually a funny movie, was when Scourge was telling them, he's like, "Yo, I got to introduce you before you go down there." And his Thor's like, "Fuck all that." And Thor flew off and he's like, "I can't fly." So and they just take off running. That's funny because it's within the context of the world that we're living in. Damn, he can fly and I can't. And if he don't listen to me, then I gotta trot my ass down there. That's funny. It's within the context of what the world that we're living in. And that shit with Daemon was funny. There was something else that was hilarious in this too, but I couldn't remember. Allison got all the funny parts, man. She's like, I don't know what the hell is happening. My daughter out here pregnant. We don't know where she came pregnant. They keep blaming me for the gold. I don't know where the fuck gold went. You killed my daddy, but you want me to answer all these questions about what my brother doing. I ain't seen this nigga in years. I ain't been in charge in years. Like, where's your son? I don't know. I sent him off when he was 5. That was almost a decade ago. Like, I don't know what's going on. But I think Allison, man, is one of my favorite characters. She's hilarious. But Rhaenyra is definitely getting that award. Someone's got to give her an Emmy. She's killing it. Either way, man, the show's fire. Tell me what y'all think. Hit like, hit share, subscribe. I'm out.
Don't play with my patience. Man, they gone with the flow when they trying to fake it. That's not the way I roll. That's not the combination. You start off with the dough before you start the conversation. No one start the salutations, man, don't play with me. I'm coming from a place they would hate to be. I'm going through a phase you would hate to see. They say this life's a trip. Ain't no telling where it's taking me. When you on the edge and you make your next move, better be your best. Before you throw it to the depths, better reinvest. Man, I count every moment and count every step, so I know I'm blessed. Now it's